good friendship will give you a better professional life. We, the Excel group institutions, always aims to give better professional career for each and every students, whether they are from Excel or they are from other colleges. Because we used to conduct a lot of pooled campus for engineering students. Dr. Sanmunathan is here, the principal of Excel Engineering College, and Dr. Rai Sagar of Aero HOD is here, and Dr. Ambudan Excel Business School principal is here, and Polytechnic principal Professor Sivakumar is here, Dr. Sambat Placement Training is here, and each and every vice principal of Polytechnic is here. Like that, many senior faculties are here only to motivate the or to support the ECAPS and its activities. Though we are the youngest baby is ECAP, and in our campuses, ECAP started in the year 2009 along with the Excel College of Engineering and Technology. Both of them are doing very well because of their youth, and also the staff members are delivering the best things to the students group, and the students always behave in a professional way. And our vision is to give the best to the society by providing standard education to the society. In this process, we are doing, or we are investing on the human resources, then infrastructure, architecture, callings to the institution or to the students in a better way. So in this occasion, it's my pleasure that many architects from different parts of the country are here, and another 2 days you are having the feast of different architects, are renowned architects are coming over here, and indeed it is my prestige and privilege that we are having architect Jayasri Daspande, who have traveled from Pune, and she is our guest for this day and tomorrow. Similarly, our architect Senthil Karnagaran, he is the chairman of Indian Institute of Architects of Chennai, Tamil Nadu State, and with his participation, we are getting the recognition that we are doing it in a professional way. Similarly, our own associate architect P.V. Subramaniam, or other guests from Mysore, Amrita, and also tomorrow we are getting many guests. Everyone, what we want to convey to them is, we are just infant, but we want to grow in a big way. By that, the students, the architect students of this region should gain many things. Not only for the Excel College, we want to strengthen the architectural education in a better way. By that, the region, we got more than 15 colleges in this region. All the institutions should gain the professional touch, and if the professional momentum is there, we will be having the healthy competition. And if the healthy competition is there, always we will be in a position to provide better service or better education to the society. So the students, those who are hailing from many parts of India, are here. They have to learn and practice the architectural values and architectural concepts in a better way. By that, at the end of the 5th year, they should be in a position to deliver the best thing to the society. Not only that, we wish to strengthen our MR course. By strengthening the MR course, we will be in a position to provide more and more faculties for the teaching community, which is in shortage always. Similar shortages we face in engineering education, educational colleges, and all other domains face the same thing during the inception period. But later on, we have came across all those things. Similarly, we will be in a position to get many staff members in the future, but right now we want to utilize the available staff members in a best way. In that line, we have also given many suggestions to the COA to consider on the staff student ratio and other things. So, my dear friends, it's a great occasion, and my special appreciation to all the staff members of ECAP and the Excel group institution, those who are supporting the ECAP activities. Also, I have to thank each and every student of ECAP to carry out their responsibilities in the forthcoming another 2 days there. For you, it is a examination for 3, 4, 5 March. All 3 days you are going to appear for the examination of conducting this Oculus 2016. By Revive 2016, if you are successfully conducting, surely you will have the self-confidence level and the leadership level will go up. And by having better leadership, that yesterday when I came to the college, they all acted in a professional way. One boy is taking interview with me, and another girl is taking photograph, another asking many questions. Like that, this is the professional thing and professional growth we expect from each and every student. So all the 700 students, those who are assembled here, participate in the process of competitions, process of presentations, and also each and every symposium or workshop or whatever may be the activities of tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you should participate. By participating in this in a concentrated way, we will have the satisfaction of spending, and also we will have the satisfaction of this group working. So with this, I once again congratulate each and every students, those who are participating in this.
Invitee address.
Good evening, one and all. Good evening. It gives me an extensive pleasure to be here with our architect colleagues, Jayashree Madam, and our Senthil Kumar, and our Pratish, and our HOD here, Mr. Puvarsan, and other architects who are being a staff here, and co-faculties, and our students of architecture here, and as well as all the students who have come all the way from different institutions for participating in short period, conducting such programs often, and promoting the education over here in the institution. And today is an auspicious day. How come? By means of 3/3/2016. You number it by numerology, you will get 3. Am I right? Agree? So you need 3 points to form what? If you have 3 points, what will be the form? Will you get it? Student of architecture should immediately react with this. If you have 3 points, what will be the shape? Will you get it? Yeah. Why you are taking so much time? You have to travel all the 3 points to come around. So why I am mentioning here is the triangle. So 3 points, date is 3, and as per the numerology it's 3. By having that 3 points, that is the triangular concept, I would like to express some of the points which can be more useful for any of the students who is undergoing this education of architecture, and after completion of the course when you are going out. This concept of triangle is very important. What way? So for anything, you need a tie-up. So a single point cannot deliver any of the idea. Only after having a point, as we learn our elements of architecture begins with a point. So to any form which you form it by means of a point and extending a line, you are getting a different type of forms and shapes that every architecture students would have been learned from the first year, and the practicing architects must also be knowing about all these points. So now I would like to impress on these 3 points. Architect needs to have a vision of 3D. 3D vision is very important for architects, right? Likewise, when you are in a practice, the triangle which formed by an architect, the client, and the contractor. There also form the triangle. And then in a department, the triangle top of the point is head of the department. The second point is students. The third point is the infrastructure which you have to study about the course. Whether you have all infrastructure for your course which has been going on here, that will give you the fulfilled triangle by which you are becoming any architect firm. If you see, or any architect is starting by A. So to write a A, you need a triangular form. So out of the triangular form, you can bring A. So like that, here I would like to express the same points by which the top point is Excel College of Architecture. The base 2 points are, I can say, to bring it out this architecture course here, the person who has taken the initiation, Dr. A.K. Nadesan, that is one point. The other point is Mr. Matan Karthik, our vice chairman. So these two people are holding the Excel College of Architecture to bring up so many architects here in Salem and other areas, people studying from all over the region. We would like to improve the population of architects. So when I studied in 79, the population of architects all over in Tamil Nadu, each and every year, the number of candidates are selected, only 20 candidates. That too, the college where I studied at Anna University was the only college where that course was run in those days. So after 10 years or 15 years, I saw, the architecture colleges are slowly developing. Now it has reached the strength of, I suppose, 90 colleges in our Tamil Nadu, and each college is having averagely taking up 80 students per annum. So the population of architecture students has come up, and the professional career has to come up. Not only the production of architecture students and architects, the promotion of architecture student and the architectural profession should be remarkably increased. For that, all the institutions, and here what we are running here in this institution, we are taking more care by our principal, by our management, and the co-staffs are taking more interest on this particular field of thing, and we are promoting the students. And
You have to tell that, sir.
Good evening. Distinguished chief guest of today's function, Architect Jayashree Deshpande, Director NIASA, and your chairman Mr. Nadesan, and Vice Chairman. I was a bit hesitant. I told them that I'll take a day time and then I'll let them know. Then the night time I thought, even though I'm not familiar with any of the staff members, since the students called me, I should make it a point to attend this function here. Such a lot of efforts you students have put forth in this function, and I feel really proud that such a function of great magnitude is handled only by the students. I mean, I think I should appreciate you for that. These functions, they inculcate this will inculcate the leadership quality in you. And architects, we are good as individuals, but very bad as to work in a group. I felt in my own profession, when you come out also, architects, we are highly egoistic in nature. As individuals, we do very good works, but the moment you put them in a group, there'll be a big clash. So these sort of functions, these sort of symposiums is where you develop the habit of working in a group, and you develop the leadership qualities and whatnot. So I think the dance was superb from the movie Bahubali. She did extremely well. By the way in which she bent her, superb actually, and even the beat was also very good. And I was really impressed by the way in which you put your this symposium, that movie. What you showed me was highly impressive. I just asked your vice chairman whether it was done by professionals. He told no, only the students only made this. It was to the professional level. Extremely, I can see, I can feel the joy out of it. And that made me to come into the mood of this function. I'm also, after this function, you'll be having a lot of enjoyments. Now, to say some of the formal advice I have to give as chairman and Institute of Architects, that's quite formal, which is required for you at this stage. Like what your professor told, P.V. Subramaniam architect told, there are a lot of architectural colleges now coming up in the state, and there are two types of debates going on. That is whether to allow so many number of architectural colleges. Our second debate is we should have a lot of architecture colleges because we are a minority. When compared to the engineers and other professionals in this field, we are a minority. So we have to have a lot of architectural colleges so that our strength, it increases. We just take the statistics. Italy has the most number of architects in the world. That is, for every 414 persons, you have an architect in Italy. And when you see the countries like Germany, Norway, Denmark, Spain, they have for every 1,000 persons, you have one architect. Whereas, as far as India is concerned, right now, our total architects' strength is only 70,000 when you compare to the population of 125 crores. So, eventually it comes to around for every 17,500 architects, we have, for every 17,500 persons, we have one architect. That's why the council felt that we have to increase the number of architectural colleges, we have to increase the strength of the architects in this country. That is a good move, but then we cannot go purely by statistics alone. That's what I feel. For example, if you take the case of Tamil Nadu, the population is nearly 7.8 crores. Right now, we have around 3,000 architects here. So they'll make for every 25,000 persons, you have one architect. But when you go into the reality, now, like what Sir told, even if you take a very conservative estimate of 40 intake in one college, for 85 colleges, you have nearly 3,500 students coming out, 3,500 architects coming out per year. Now, the Tamil Nadu the population is around 7.8 crores. In that, the rural, if you take it, it will be around 4.5 crores, and 3.5 crores is there in the urban city. As architects, we can work. So far, the trend is we always go and settle in cities. So we cater only to the urban people. That is, out of 8 crores of Tamil Nadu population, we are catering only to 3.5 crores. Even in the 3.5 crores of people, like how many are affordable? You maybe like only 20%. 20% makes it 70 lakhs people. So for 70 lakhs, after 5 years from now, we will have 17,500 architects. That means out of 70 lakhs, the strength will be for every 400 architects, for every 400 person, you will have one architect. For every that statistics is quite alarming, like Italy. Like Italy, for every 400 affordable persons in Tamil Nadu, there in Italy, for every 400 persons, you have an architect. I'll say in Tamil Nadu, for every 400 affordable persons, you'll have one architect. That means the competition is very huge. So what you should try to aim at is, you should try to cater to the 8 crores of the population in Tamil Nadu. That means you have to reach common person. That is the point what I'm trying to say here. You have to, unless you, if you don't reach common people, all the statistics will go totally a waste. What the COA has aimed will not serve the purpose. That is, you have to enter into low-cost technologies, the new advancements, how to bring down the cost of the buildings by the techniques, by new techniques, by new methods, by new innovative technologies. How can you, if you cater to the 8 crores people in Tamil Nadu, our profession will reach greater heights, and it will be called a noble profession. That is my, so the system of the syllabus and everything, even in the recent budget, the government, they announced that, for the promoters who are constructing houses below 600 meters squared, there is 100% they are exempted from income tax. They have the tax benefits. The no tax for the builders or the promoters who construct houses below 600 meters squared, and similarly no service tax for the houses which are less than 300 meters squared. So I will request your Vice Chairman and Chairman to introduce laws of assignments for the students in this category. Less than 300 square feet, less than 300 square feet, less than 30 square meters or 60 square meters. So the houses will be in the range of 300 square feet or 600 square feet. So these sort of problems and the techniques involved in that, how to bring down the cost. Today when a client comes to you, like in Chennai, it's typically they say that like what is the cost means, we will say, sir, it is around 2,000 rupees per square feet. So which is not affordable at all now. So for example, if you take the case of 300 square feet house, where you get all tax exemptions, 300 square feet, you should arrive to build the house at the cost of 1,000 rupees per square feet. So 3 lakhs, 300 into 1,000 is 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs rupees, an architect should be able to give the designs, make the designs, and then implement it, supervise it and get it implemented. Similarly for 600 square feet, 6 lakhs rupees, that is the budget. It's not happening at all now. It's not happening at all now. Your course of your curriculum, your system of education, what you learn has to be more focused on that. Only then you can reach 800. Only then you can reach 8 crores people in Tamil Nadu. That is also one of my ambition. And then what I'm trying to say here is, an architect should have, our code of conduct says that you should be an architect should have good integrity. If your integrity is lost, then everything is lost. 3 points: integrity, business capacity, and artistic ability. I'm sure artistic ability will be taught by you in the college. You have excellent professors here, teachers here, who will teach you the design mode of methodology. So I have no doubts in your artistic capacity or design capacity. Business capacity, many architects are lacking. 90% of clients will ask the question, sir, you have made only 2 sheets of drawings, you have made only 3 sheets of drawings. Why are you asking me 1 lakh? Why are you asking me 50,000? The reason is, again, 3 or 4 important things. For the efforts you put forth in making the designs, for the efforts involved in making the designs. Then again, the cost involved in making the drawings, then your infrastructure. Finally, the last and most important thing is your accountability. You are accountable for the design. For that only you are getting paid. Mind that you are accountable, you are responsible, you vouch for the design. So all the subjects, whatever you learn in the college is very important. Don't think that I'm learning like building materials. What is the necessity for me to learn subjects like chemistry or like building materials or climatology or structural design. Whatever you learn now, tomorrow you're going to apply that and prepare the architectural design, and you take responsibility for the design. For that only you're getting paid. So all the subjects, whatever you read now, concentrate it fully, get it. Mostly in architecture colleges, I have seen students, they'll be good at design. Subjects they'll totally ignore. They say that if you get good marks in design, they feel that we are extremely good. No need to concentrate on the subjects. Don't do that, please. Do all the subjects. You read all the subjects well. Get thorough in it. You can make a lot of. You will get a lot of projects. Finally, the sense of humor, and then your artistic talent. All these things you have to improve. An architect architecture is the mother of all professions. Apart from being an architect, you develop these extracurricular activities like the movie, like the dance. You take up singing or dancing or skit. All these things will will rejuvenate you, give you a lot of power, and architecture is more similar to making movies. That is also very important. Finally, I think I'd like to give 2 copies of the recent magazine, what has been, my interview has been published to, I'll just give it to the chairman and vice chairman. In that, I mentioned that மாணவர்கள் படிக்கும் காலத்திலேயே திறமையை வளர்த்து கொண்டால் வாய்ப்பு வாசல் தேடி வரும். For Jayashree madam to again to translate this into Tamil, right from college days, if you improve your learning skills, opportunity will knock your doors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Your words were truly motivational. Now, I request our chief guest, architect Jayashree Deshpande ma'am, to give a few words.
Of various schools and departments of Excel group of institutions, faculty from Excel School of Architecture, and heads and faculty from different schools who are here to join on the Oculus team. And lastly, dear students, good evening to all of you. Before I say anything, I would like to thank the students of Excel and the management for inviting me here today. Believe me, it's always a great pleasure to be with students like this in a big group. Your bubbling energy, your enthusiasm gives us that shot of adrenaline to go ahead. It is great to be with you. When I joined my teaching career, that was 30 years ago, I was told that the attention span of a teenager is just 45 minutes. And I know that you've been here for much longer than that, and I'm not too sure what to say to you at this point of time. I assure you I will not take too much time, but I must justify being here today. I will go by the 3-digit auspicious number that architect Subramaniam has just said. So I will tell you just 3 things today, very briefly, very quickly. Today, at this point of time, you are in a very beautiful stage. The whole life, your whole career is there in front of you. This is the time when you must dream. Dream of what you want to become, dream of what you want to do. And even the most distant dream can become a reality if you work very hard for it, if you work with honesty and with integrity. I think that is what most of us have been telling you through the evening. Dare to dream and dare to achieve your dreams. That was the first thing. The second thing that I would like to say to you today is, in spite of dreaming and in spite of working very hard to achieve your dreams, sometime you may find that you're not exactly on the way to achieving your dream. Destiny puts you somewhere on a very different path. It happens. It happens to us once in a while. It could happen to anybody. But please do not get disheartened. Life is full of opportunities. You must grab the opportunity that comes your way when destiny puts you on a different path other than your dream. Never for a minute doubt your ability to do well and to perform best. If you think that you are in a situation where you cannot perform or you cannot do well, believe me, there are ways in which to develop your ability, to develop your capacity. Learn new things, do new things, strengthen yourself so that you will develop the ability to face this opportunity and make gold out of it. At all times in your life, these opportunities are there. You must learn to recognize these opportunities and develop your own capacity to meet these opportunities. The third thing that I would like to say to you today is that life is not just about dreams and opportunities, but life also throws up a lot of challenges. If you look at projects all around you, and we have 2 big architects here on the stage with us who represent the professional body of architects, and they will tell you, and they've already told you, that the projects all over are huge projects. If you consider yourself as an individual, you will find that it may be difficult and daunting a task to take up a project of that magnitude. So what stands you in good stead? Here, bonding and creating of a network stands you in good stead. If you take the example of Excel School of Architecture and Planning, it has an intake of 120 students. That means you get 120 students, young architects every year. At any given time in the college, there is 12 into 5, that is 600 architects on the campus, 600 to be architects. If you develop a bond amongst all of you, and if you develop a bond on this platform of Oculus, which brings so many other schools from this region together, you will find that you have a big network of friends, colleagues, who can help you when you have large projects, when you have large works. This networking, we are all of us good at doing WhatsApp and Facebook and so many other things. Aren't we all connected to that little instrument that we carry? Aren't we all addicted to it? But believe me, it gives us something to tie up with each other and strengthen ourselves. This was the third and the last thing that I wanted to tell you. I tried to be very brief. I tried to take only 3 minutes of your time because I know you're at the end of your patience. But here, once again, I would like to remind you that children, young architects, dear friends, aim for the stars. Become stars. And believe me, even the sky is not the limit. I'm sure you will all rise to that height and bring glory and prestige to our profession. All the very best to all of you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I'm sure that we are all enlightened by your words.
Our chairman and wife is that they never see the time or the duration which they have a conversation with us, and they are so enthusiastic in supporting us. So I thank them, and I thank architect Jayashree Deshpande, director NIASA. It is very difficult, honestly I tell you, it is very difficult to get their appointment, and we've been trying very hard, and somehow she was able to make it. Thank you, ma'am. And I thank architect Sendil Kumar, chairman IIA Tamil Nadu chapter, and especially for his valuable advice for the student community. And my sincere request to them is that sometimes when they have some special lectures in their IIA meetings, I wish they invite students as well to the meetings so that they also get some knowledge. And I thank our own person, architect P.V. Subramanian, who is always part of our institution, for sparing his time and sharing his knowledge with you. We have started this Oculus. Oculus means it is not equal, isn't it? Every theory of architecture studying student will know what is occult symmetry is, right? Sorry, occult balance is. So it is not going to be even. So everybody thinks about something like creative skills and creative thinking. I think I should start with something like that. Shall I start with that? I'll ask you a question. Let us see how creative you are. Shall I ask you a question? Yes. David and Rebecca lie dead. Beside them there is some water and broken piece of glass. How did they die? You don't have to answer me. You have 3 days time. Think about it.